Because our country exports so much of its wine, these awards recognize how important the industry is as an ambassador for South Africa and in marketing us as a tourist destination. Since any winemaker can enter at no cost, new talent is constantly being discovered.
I'm here in Franschhoek at the Diners Club International Winemaker of the Year Awards to celebrate excellence in the global winemaking industry and, of course, sample some of the best fermented grapes you will ever find.
Our reds, whites and Cup Classique sparkling wines have a broad impact beyond the dinner table, as Standard Bank's ETHEL NYEMBE made clear.
ETHEL, why is it so important for financial institutions to back local winemaking?
Well, for financial institutions such as Standard Bank, we cannot really exist without our customers. And so we acknowledge that employment is critical. We acknowledge that tourism is critical. And therefore, by sponsoring the young winemaker, it means that succession planning, generational wealth, and longevity in our country will continue. But most importantly, when our winemakers need the right financial tools, we want to be there, because when they grow, the world gets to come to our country and we get to export our fabulous product, and that's really the reason why we are here.
Lesego, as the MD of Diners Club, you'd be the best person to ask what are some of the key differences from this year's awards compared to last year?
Well, first of all, the main event, which is the Winemaker of the Year, changes annually from red to a white wine. So last year it was the Pinotage, which is a red, and this year is a white wine, which is the Chardonnay. In the Young Winemaker category, we then do the inverse. Other differences between last year and this year we went for a fresher look, also celebrating the Chardonnay, which is a very beautiful wine. It has elements of being classic, but it also has elements of being wooded and unwooded, as they say, the new world style. So we adopted that as part of the theme, and as you can hear, the ambience really speaks to the vibe that we wanted to have this year.
Carrie, as the convener of the Diners Club Winemaker Award, what is the judging process that you go through?
Well, I can safely tell you that the Diners Club Winemaker and Young Winemaker of the Year Awards is the only truly blind tasting. I'm the chair panel and I don't know who's in there. I know Chardonnay is in the glass for Winemaker. For Young Winemaker, I don't even know what's in the glass. It is honestly and truly as blind as it can possibly be. So it's what you get is a sincere result.
This year's first winner grew up in George without a vineyard in sight. But once he began studying this science, Rutger van Wyk learned fast.
Brother, you just won the Young Winemaker of the Year Award. How do you feel?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. I must say it has been a short-term goal of mine. We have been working really hard over the past few years to correct the right style, so really stoked.
Could you tell us about your award-winning red?
What's actually really nice is on the estate we do a certain percentage of Syrah. We're based in the Jonkershoek Valley in Stellenbosch, which receives historically the most rainfall in the Western Cape per year. So terroir and microclimate plays a big role in the wine, where you get a lot of soft tannins, elegance, and it's really a feminine wine. The Syrah is a blend of 3 different Syrah parcels on the estate, and everything gets blended at the end of the day to make this exceptional wine.
I am absolutely bubbling over about the result of this. I wanted Rudger to win the Young Winemaker of the Year Award. He deserves it. His wine is delicious. It's absolutely what it should have been. It's just brilliant.
Rutger's approach is to hand sort the grapes, use manual basket pressing, and to bottle without filtration or any clearing additives.
We try to keep our winemaking principles as minimum as possible and let Mother Nature take its course. So this wine is blended from 3 different Syrah components, ranging from 150 meters above sea level to about 360 meters above sea level. I would tend to believe that nowhere else in this world this wine can be made except on this property.
The top award went to CLAYTON REABOW, whose upbringing in King Williamstown in the Eastern Cape was also far removed from where he's made his name.
CLAYTON, you've taken it all, the Winemaker of the Year Award. How do you feel?
Look, this has been an 18-year journey for me. Going from the Young Winemaker of the Year 10 years ago to this day, I'm feeling absolutely elated. I'm so stoked. We're in state wine and we're a state brand. We believe in what we do, so 100% Franschhoek, 100% estate, and it's a great wine, so I'm very happy.
CLAYTON is the first to win both junior and senior categories, and he's done it with the same Chardonnay wine, separated by a decade of different vintages.
When I first arrived on Morsel, we used to make a variety of other wines, including Merlots and Shirazes, and based on the quality of this product, we decided to cull all those wines to focus purely on that. For us as a wine farm, I think what we cherish and what we revel is to produce wines that are pure. Everything we do in the vineyard up into the winery is all catered around, less manipulation, more sort of natural winemaking, with the goal obviously to ensure that all we've done is taken a grape and we've squashed it and we've allowed the wine to sort of showcase itself in the bottle.
Connoisseur Diane of Rains was impressed.
This component of the young winemaker and the way that South Africa is growing the industry by teaching the young and then having and celebrating the experienced winemakers is something that I don't see anywhere else in the world. I think the world needs to wake up and say South Africa has some of the best wines in the world. And the winemakers are amazing and inspirational.
After the party, the winners get to travel and network in the US, growing the name of South African wines in the world's biggest market.